Hey there, YouTube land. Big Dave here. I'm having my coffee. It's Sunday. This is Cafe Verona, Starbucks, I think. I'm still waiting for my coffee sponsor. They haven't been calling or anything like that. So today's a little bit of an unusual topic. Um, and it's, do you need a harmonica? Or some people call these a harp, right? Well, here's the deal. At least the way I look at it. Over the years, I've had situations where I needed it, and I started carrying them in my case like decades ago. I don't know how long. I lost track. And I still have two of my old ones. This is my old Marine band in C. It's been dropped too many times. It's got a big chip out of there. It's been around. And it still plays pretty good. Still a good sounding harp. Um, and then the old Bob Dylan Express here. This is in A. It's bright harp, A. Now, I am not a harmonica player. I know you could tell just by watching that sample, right? But the thing is, if I know I have to use it for a certain thing, I'll practice that certain thing that I need to do until I get it right. And then when I go to do it, I have it organized so that it sounds like the real thing. And that's how I've learned over the years, because I can't just pick up and start playing like a solo or something. I don't have that kind of facility or skill. But if I know that, like, okay, we're going to, in the set, maybe we're doing a 2-hour set or something, some kind of a concert. And then there's going to be like two tunes where I need to have a harmonica part. Well, I'll sit and I'll listen to those tunes and figure it out until I can put the harmonica parts together for that tune, just for that specific purpose. So I would say, if you're inclined to play those kind of gigs, I mean, like if it's a blues gig or that, there's probably a harmonica player that's there that does that all the time. But if you're playing like a rock gig and you're just like playing horn and doubling and playing other things, or even a society kind of like a social gig, where you have to cover certain things, or like in the summer, there's a lot of concerts in the parks. And right now, I'm not taking gigs right now. I kind of backed off of all that for my own reasons. But like we used to do all these summer programs all over the place, and you have to do a lot of different things. You got to play flute, you have to play tenor, you got to play, maybe a little fiddle, and then some harmonica, just one or two tunes you got to nail apart, and so it has its purpose. So I would say if you are inclined to have that in your bag, practice, and well, there's a whole bunch of videos about harmonicas, and there's a whole bunch of people that play them really well. But I'm just speaking from my standpoint of over the years what I ended up doing. And here's the thing. I would say for most of the time when I was doing different things, I got away with a C and an A. And those were my two Marine band harmonicas. I got away with the C and the A for a really long time, because most of the stuff I had to play was fit into those keys. But later on, I got a new C, because my old one was really getting beat up, and I'll show you something about it. Let's see if I can find it. I'll show you the deal with this one. After a while, the top got to be, the pitch got to be flat. See, the pitch is, it's off. It used to be in tune, but over the years it changed. It's flat. And let me see if I could take out one of my newer ones. You'll see. See, there's something wrong with it. And I'm not taking it all apart. Because if you know anything about these marine band ones, the old ones, they have these nail things in them. And once you take them apart, they just spaz out, you know. So it's not an issue because I have other ones that are working, you know. And I like these. These are the blues harp Honer. I like the wood, and I like the fact that the reeds seem to flex. So if you're not a real harmonica player like me, you know, you have a little more success with them. You know, you have a little more bending and that kind of stuff. You have a little more success on the what they're worth. And this is another good thing is try to find a pouch so that when you throw them in your bag, because that's what happens. Like, I don't use these all the time. They just get thrown in the bag and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, that. So I got these, I don't know where I got these Velcro cases from, but I got them from somewhere. And I've had them for quite a while. These are really good. The other ones, this was a little radio case I found at Radio Shack for like $1 when they were going out of business, and you know, I put a harmonica in there. And then this was from a knife, a pocket knife. So you got to be creative, you know, try to find the cases. But these are actual harmonica cases. I don't know where they came from. You know, they have no label, no name. And you can buy a 3-pack of harmonicas. I think it comes, I have one inside. Those are new ones. Those are also the blues harp, you know. But some people like other stuff. I don't know. These, to me, for what I have to do, over time, they've worked really well for me. And this one, I don't know. This one has a little accident in the back. See, it got smashed down. You know, another thing, this has closed sides. And the, I'll show you the marine band. It says open sides. So it's all about where the sound goes and what happens. So yeah, there it is. And like right now, I'm not taking any gigs. I kind of decided to, you know, like semi-retire out of that whole thing for now. It's just, that's a crazy business, you know. I think I was telling on another video, I mean, I played gigs for 45 years, you know, that's a long time. I started when I was 16. When I was 16, you had to belong to the union. So my father drove me to the union meeting, and I had to go play my clarinet and all that business. You had to play a couple scales and 2 songs or whatever it was at the time, and sign papers and pay whatever it cost. I think it was like $35 at the time to get a union card. And I was playing gigs. I couldn't drive to the gigs. I had to go ride with somebody else and then lie about my age because we were in places where they were serving alcohol. But I was 18, right? I don't know. You know, that's how it was. So anyway, but that's how it started. You know, like I was, we were just doing that, different gigs here and there. I was working with a clown too. There was a clown. His name was Abby. He was very prominent around this whole area where I live in New Jersey. You know, like he was doing all kinds of stuff. And another friend of mine who played accordion, who was a very good accordion player. So I would play clarinet, and my other friend would play accordion, and we would go with the clown, and we would get paid. It was amazing. He had a station wagon, so we used to go to his house, pack up the stuff. He would have his clown stuff in the back. I would take my case with my clarinet, and my friend would have his accordion, and we would go, and I had a microphone. The first microphone I ever had, I got from that clown, Abby. It was a Shure, like, looked like a box. And my amplifier was, my father was throwing out a stereo, a big stereo that he didn't want anymore. And I took the amplifier out of the stereo, and I rehooked up all the wires, and I took the speakers and I made them into a speaker cabinet. I think it had, and my father helped me with that too, you know? And he was a carpenter. And so he knew how to do woodwork really well, and we put black leather covering on it, because you're not going to go buy no speaker back then, you know? If I wanted to go buy a speaker, first of all, I had no money to buy a speaker, so I wasn't going to be buying any speakers. So we made a speaker out of the stuff that was there. 2 Jensen 12-inch speakers, put them in a cabinet, and I had a tube amp that came from that stereo, and I put the whole thing together with that microphone, and that's what I used to drag with me on these gigs, and it sounded great. I used to play my clarinet, and later on I was playing the tenor, you know? So I didn't own a tenor at the time, so if I could borrow one, like from the school or whatever, I could take it. But then I think it was like 1976 or 75, I don't know what year, I finally got my own tenor, and I owned a tenor. So then by that time I was in the union already, 76. Yeah. So that's it. And there it went, you know, like 45 years of craziness. And so right now I'm fishing. And that's it. So here, I'm not going to take any more time on a Sunday, because there's things to do, and it's 12 minutes of this already. But so there it is, the harmonica thing, man. You could check it out and see if it's for you. You know what you do? But if you're not sure what to do, you could always get one of the plastic comb harmonicas, like a Super 20 or whatever they're called, and check it out and see if you like it or you think it's for you or not. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to have more coffee. And another day I'll make a video, and I'm going to talk about going to New York on the bus for lessons. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. All right, catch you later. Have fun.